Now students, let us understand what are the nature or characteristics of management principles. So remember, management principles helps managers to take decisions. They help us to understand how to deal with a situation, how things can be solved when there is a problem based on this management principles, which a manager can apply. All right. So let us see what are the points given here from where we can understand the nature of the management principles. The first point given here, universal application. So under the point, management principles are applicable to all kinds of organizations, business and non-business. They are applicable to all level of management. Therefore, they are universal or all pervasive. Now, what is the meaning here? Remember, they are applicable to all type of organization. When I am talking about all type of organization, it can be larger organization, a small organization, a profit or non-profit making organization. So any organization, these principles will have their own applicability. Now the extent of the application will be depending upon on the nature of organization, the business activity and the scale of operations. Okay. See, when it comes to smaller organization, maybe nature of application would be very small in nature. You don't really have to follow or apply, but then if I am talking about a very large organization with 5,000 employees, say, the approach would be very different. Approach would be very different, and there would be application of lot of many principles of management. So the extent of their applicability would be depend, but then there would be applicable to all type of organization. Okay, clear? Next comes the second point, that is flexibility. So what is written under the point? Let us see. Management principles are dynamic guidelines and not static rules. Modification and improvement is a continuous phenomenon in case of principles of management. So what that mean here? They are flexible in nature. Management principles are flexible in nature. They are not rigid like we understood the principles of science. They can be modified. As per the demand, they are not a rigid prescription. We modify them, and so as per the situation, we modify based on the type of organization we are working into. So remember, you can say as like individual principles like different tools which are serving different purposes. The manager has to decide which tool he can use under what circumstances. It is not necessary that you need to refer to only one particular principle. You can use any of the principle as a tool to solve your problem. All right. So these you need to remember that management principles are in universal application. It is very pervasive. It is universally accepted. Not only one organization, that is small or large, whatever organizations can be called as political, religious, social, any organization, these principles have to be followed. And at the same time, management principles are flexible also. Okay, so these 2 points can give you the importance or the nature of the management principles, which are very important. Okay, so we will move to the next. Comes to the next point, the third point, cause and effect relationship. This is very important nature of management principles. Principles of management indicate cause and effect relationship between related variables. They indicate what will be the consequences or result of certain actions. Okay, so they establish cause and effect relationship. What is going to be the effect of a particular management principles when applied to a situation? It can already be seen so that they can use it in similar situation. They establish a cause and effect relationship so that they can be used in similar situations. All right. Next comes the point, aims at influencing human behavior. So management principles are directed towards regulating human behavior so that people can give their best to the organization. Human behavior is complex and unpredictable. So now, the management principles are concerned mostly with human behavior, because in an organization, what basically dealing with? We basically dealing with human behavior. I think you remember that human. I already explained you in the last videos that human is the most sensitive and active factor of production in the organization. It is very important that human being need to work there. Without human being, the work cannot be active. All right. So for that, human behavior is very necessary to understand. So they aim at influencing the human behavior for the betterment of the organization. All right. Now let's example say the company is giving to the employees the best remuneration, that we can say salary or whatever the incentives, with which the human behavior becomes very soft. The human will be very much satisfied, and with which they will work more. So to get the work from the human, it is very necessary to satisfy them also. So that is why human behavior is very necessary to understand as per the management principles. And that can be, we can say, as it is very complex and unpredictable, because human behaviors comes always unpredictable, that we never understand what will be going to do by them the work next. All right. Next comes contingent. The fifth point is contingent. This means that the management principles are depend on the situations prevailing in the organization. So what does he mean here? The application of management principles is contingent upon the situation in which they have to be used. So application of management principles, it depends upon the kind of the situation that you are dealing with. All right. So it always depend on the situation. So these are the points of the management principles that we have discussed here, and the points are very important for the management principle to understand its real characteristics and its dimensions. All right.